Hi. Um, how do I start this? Most of you may know me as Tyler TJ, uh, Air Animations TJ, Air Animated TJ. Uh, I come to say that I'm looking for a fresh start. I am been stuck in a rut recently. That's the best way to say it. I've been stuck in a rut. And, well, I've been trying to get out of that rut for the longest time now. And, well, I have decided to rebrand. Rebrand starting with my YouTube, which hasn't seen an upload for ages now, even though I've been planning on getting into the content sphere through YouTube videos at first, and then, but shit has hit the fan, and I haven't been able to kind of get myself out there, along with college being a little bit of a mess right now. I haven't been able to get out there, but I want to start. So, hey, to whoever views this, thank you. It means a lot. I don't look to grow like that a lot, but I know I'm a fledgling YouTuber. I'm actually recording this off my phone. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I've been in a rut, and I decided to rebrand. I think I'm still working on a name, but I think it's I want to keep like some sort of tied in my past on YouTube here. I think I'll go. I think something along the lines of like geek something, or TJ the Glitched Geek, or something along those lines. I know it's goofy, it's corny, but I can't really think of a name that'll suit me. If somebody comments something, hey, be my guest. But I wanted to kind of have this be my first official piece of like content I make, no matter how goofy, how stupid it may seem. So I wanted to start off by talking about some of the things I like the most, with like the anime sphere and some of the news that has hit us. And part of this was I want to pay my condolences to some people who have passed. Speaking of which, first thing I want to address is the passing of Akira Toriyama. As you see, I am actually an avid collector of Dragon Ball memorabilia, manga. I got some figurines laying around this room. I gotta clean this room, but yeah, Dragon Ball. It is what? It's the anime that actually got me into the whole anime content, anime in general, anime manga in general, and I would not be the guy who I am today without it. It was my first anime that I truly got into. And actually, it wasn't even the first anime I watched. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were the first animes I watched, but it was really Dragon Ball that got me. And I remember what it was. It was partway through. This was on Toonami. This was back in Toonami. They were airing the Goku versus Frieza fight, and I remember I checked in when in the episode where Goku does the times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha. Give me a quick second. My cat is bothering. But I'm back. But yeah, I grew up with Dragon Ball. It launched me into loving anime. And then from Dragon Ball I went to Naruto, and I went back to Dragon Ball Super. But I got into Soul Eater around the same time, and I know it may seem like I'm rambling, but this one franchise inspired countless manga. Even the top selling manga of all time, One Piece, which is a near and dear treasure that I hold to my heart. I used to hate One Piece. Then I actually, like many people who are like, it's too long, I actually decided to sit down and watch One Piece. And when I sat down and watched it, I realized, it gives me the same feeling that Dragon Ball did. And without Akira Toriyama, also some of his video games, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, I grew up with old school game systems. I had a Dreamcast, I had a Sega Genesis, I had an Atari 2600. I had a lot of games. I am a gamer at heart. I'm a gamer. I'm an anime connoisseur. But without Akira Toriyama and his contributions to Dragon Ball, anime would not be as it was in the West as it is now. I remember back in middle school. I'm 20. I'm 20 as I'm recording this. I remember back in the day liking anime. It was like you could get a pass depending on what you like, but if you like some of the weirder shit, so like if you liked your Tokyo Ghoul or your Fairy Tales, or High School DxD was big when I was in middle school. So was Yuri on Ice, and what was it? There was one other. Soul Eater was popular, but it wasn't too popular as it is now. Fire Force wasn't out yet. Sword Art Online was, I think. What's Sword Art Online? But no, there were like these animes that you could watch, like Dragon Ball, Naruto. One Piece was not there at all. One Piece wasn't there. But One Piece wasn't there. Give me a quick second. This big man, he's the one knocking at my door, but without One Piece, without any form of anime, come here, without any content at all, I would not be who I am today. But yeah. And speaking of which, give me one moment. I gotta put him back out. Alright, I'm back for another time. God, this video was bad. But yeah, I wanted to pay my respects to Dragon Ball. Even as we speak, I'm still saddened by the passing of Akira Toriyama. I remember what I was doing the moment I heard the news. I was actually on campus, on my college campus, walking, I just decided to pull out my phone and check Twitter. And I remember I checked Twitter and I came across this tweet that was like, "No way, Geekdom is the Geekdom, big Dragon Ball YouTuber, is reporting on this." It was late. It was like super late. And I remember I pulled up YouTube then and I checked Geek, and it was the passing of Akira Toriyama, and I remember I didn't believe it, and I tracked down the tweet myself, and then the floodgates just started to weep, to break open and go. And I remember, because that day I was wearing like Dragon Ball sweatpants. I've had these since I started high school. I am now at junior college. Sophomore in college, junior by credits. But I remember I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I couldn't even help myself. I started bawling. I genuinely started bawling my eyes out. And I remember my friend, who was also walking back to his dorm, was like, "Yo, man, what is up? Why are you crying?" I'm like, bro, Akira Toriyama just passed. And it wasn't even like and I know I say he just passed, but he didn't. We just got the news that he passed. And I remember I'm standing there and I'm like, it's literally that scene from Fullmetal Alchemist where it's, what is it, Roy Mustang at Hugh's death, or not Hugh's death, Hugh's funeral, and he's like, the terrible day for rain. And they're like, "Wait, it's not raining." I'm like, as I'm crying, I'm like, "Yeah, it's raining." I didn't really do that, but it was similar to that. And I remember I just couldn't believe it. And even now, as I speak, he did so much that I can't believe it. And at 68, it's bad. But he will live on for generations to come. It is not over. It is not done. We will keep fighting. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Toriyama, for everything. And I mean everything you have given us. Even though some people hate on some of your newer stuff, even though it's not 100% you, I still got to say thank you. Because you invigorated an entire generation, from the meatheads to anime lovers. Even if people say like Dragon Ball isn't mid now, they still respect it. They're like, even though it's mid, we wouldn't have Naruto, we wouldn't have One Piece, we wouldn't have fucking Bleach, we would have none of the greats that truly pushed anime into the mainstream. Yeah, you had stuff like Cowboy Bebop, Sailor Moon, Astro Boy. You had these franchises that could, make some money, but not to the point where it's doing today. Dragon Ball didn't break the shell. Where would we weeaboos, us otakus, us nerds, us geeks be? Where would we be? And on a more uplifting note, I want to start doing anime coverage. And I think one of the mangas to start doing that with will be Dragon Ball or One Piece. Because, and I don't just want to do, I don't just want to do, like, anime content. I do want to broaden it. I did just see Dune 2, and I would like to, talk about Dune 2, but I think for the time being, anime content is what I will be sticking with for the most part. And don't worry, I'm gonna brighten some things up around here. My phone is what I use to record. I have my gaming chair. I have a gaming laptop for if I want to start streaming games. I do have a Twitch where occasionally I do stream. I will link that down in the description if anybody sees this and wishes to go follow me. But like I said, I'm going to start covering stuff. I want to make this me. This is a rebrand, a fresh start. Out with the old, in with the new, as some say, but the old will never really be out. The old will stay around. It's just, this is for me. This is a revamp, restructure that I've been thinking about for ages now. And, well, again, I want to start covering One Piece. I think I will still upload like shorter videos. I do want to make like 20-minute videos around that time. I might make like 5-6 minute videos discussing manga, current chapters, live reactions to upcoming chapters. So I think I will start with One Piece. It might actually end up being a little sporadic because currently I'm all caught up with the One Piece manga and anime series. I might do anime breakdowns in the future, but I wanna start collabing with some smaller people, not bigger people, some people I know. And boom. I think that's what I wanna say. I wanna say for now at least. As I said, I do want to start with either Dragon Ball or One Piece. I have some One Piece stuff. I'm still working on getting the entire manga, but I do want to make that a potential possibility. And give me a second because my phone is going to die if I do not do this. Alright. Might cut that out. Have this up straight. Alright, yeah. But no, yeah. I will decide, and most likely I will have my first video out Tuesday. If not, Wednesday afternoon. Probably Wednesday evening. I know it's going to be sporadic. I already have my first video planned. If and when the time comes, I have my first video planned. Bada boom, bada bang. I will be seeing y'all next time.